Nothing, man.
Now, what do you say? Say it with your chest, big man.
I'm just saying, we're all equals on here. Certain men are looking like they get sent to the shop right now, talking about, saying, I'm just saying it couldn't be me, It's tight, innit? But anyway,
anyways, yeah, welcome back to the Nothing New podcast, episode 2. Thank you very much for listening to our very first episode, and thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing with your friends and family. Also, thank you very much for all your suggestions of what you would like us to do better, all the stuff you enjoyed. All your kind words mean a lot to us, and yeah, so we hope you enjoy the rest of today's podcast and the future episodes of the podcast that we will have coming up. How are you guys doing today?
Boy, same as any other day, fam. It's getting tedious, but I mean, you know what? Actually, I'll be real. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm at home chilling. I don't have to go outside and work. It is what it is.
Exactly. It's still.
Is what?
Go on.
Nah, I'm gonna sip my juice, nigga. You do you.
Okay, cool. I was just gonna ask: has anything changed from last week since we last did the podcast?
Well, World Boss got. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Gaza forever. Come on.
I'm dead.
Is that how they say it?
Yeah.
No, they didn't
Gaza.
Ojuelegba me say.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. But hopefully, have you guys seen the news in regards to easing the lockdown measures and how so Boris Johnson is saying that hopefully, according to the news, from Monday onwards they will begin to start easing down the lockdown measures.
Easing it as in what? Like what are they gonna do?
Gradually start letting life go back to normality, if that's a word.
Sorry, yesterday we went over some kind of record of deaths or something.
Yeah, so that's my. I'm being very skeptical about it because I don't want it to be just a decision based on just the economy, where where people's life. Bruv, what are you looking for?
My controller, man.
What do you need a controller for right now?
Turn off my PS4. Hold on, sorry.
Wait,
are you crazy? Are you dumb? You think you're bad me up in my own pod? Are you crazy? Let's talk about it now. You think you're bad me up? I know where you live, I know where you go. Are you stupid? Listen, don't. No. You're crazy. What? In my own heart. Nah, I don't know flip a table, but. What? Get the fuck up off me, man. Nah, back up, nigga. You crazy trying to get onto me. On my own money. Allow me, man.
You know what it is? It's the way you're in the middle of the camera, like to turn on my PS4. It's like you're on your own. For this episode, that's your dad. That is your dad. That boy sitting there. That
silly boy.
That's your dad.
Bam. What the fuck are you looking for? I was thinking, I'm even replying to this twat.
I'm sweating. You were actually on the top rope.
Bro, bro.
I'm sweating.
Bro,
I'm actually sweating.
I don't even know why it took me so long. I don't know why.
But like you were looking for something for.
No, do you know what it is, yeah? Because it's usually on top of here or on my bed, and right now it's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah. Lockdown measures. Well, if on Monday now, it's been reduced to the point where you can go out, which it probably won't be, but I'm guessing they're gonna stagger it out where 1 week they might be like able to reopen, I don't know, restaurants or like hair shops, and then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, then start opening stuff little by little. What's funny? Why is he still laughing?
Carry on.
Yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts on that? You looking forward to it being, eased off?
I'm saying obviously it's all well and good, life is kind of going back to normal. People are still getting panned out here, but this whole corona thing, I'm not lying to you, I'm staying at home.
Why are you saying that? People are actually dying.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not already being insensitive. If any of you again a bit thingy with it, that's
No,
just
but
just
like
already, innit?
people are out here losing their lives to corona. People want to, release the measures and you lot are killing me right now.
No.
I need to bust a window. One sec. Nah, this is getting outrageous, bro.
You lot are
guys
killing me right now.
Killing me.
People
You guys
are
making it very difficult right now.
No, okay. We've got to be professional now. Let's
Ah,
try to be
level,
professional
yeah.
for 5 minutes.
So obviously,
Let's try to be professional for 5 minutes. Go on.
I don't want to put myself in a situation where, cool, man's out there again, I'm doing this, I'm going here, I'm going there, and then there's like a big second wave or something crazy happens. I'm gonna stay at home. Yeah. Anyone else who wants to step out, you can step out. Obviously, it's peak out there, innit? So all I can say is, if they do allow certain things to slide and ease up, just be careful. And I'm gonna lie to you, there's still 2 meters, even if it's 100 people walking around. Don't come there, man. Innit? Wear your masks, blah blah blah. But if you can stay at home. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no need to be, because, bruv, to go outside now, measures have gone down, and then one big gathering happens.
Yeah.
I just want. Go
on. I was just gonna say, what I really don't like. I get it, but I don't get at the same time is people who are so eager to go out, when your life is at risk. Like, why you? What is so sick outside that you can't wait? It's worth dying for.
Some people's
unless you're an essential worker and things like that, where you do have to leave your yard.
Some people's at home life, this is just a shit as well. So I know it's crazy out there, but it's crazy for some people inside as well. So an escape to go outside is probably what they're looking for. Not everyone, but some people just want to go outside because they're being selfish and blah blah blah. But other people generally, a lot of crazy stuff could be happening at home. Do you know what I'm saying? And they've been saying this since the start of it. So what? It's been like 7 weeks, 6 weeks now.
Yeah, 7 weeks.
6 weeks at home for certain families who are working certain jobs and blah blah blah. Yeah. It's looking very peak right now. So
yeah.
I know some people.
I just hope again that it's not just for the economic gains, but it's actually for the sake of people's life. And I really hope that they do think that we're on the downward slope. So that's why they're starting to reopen things again. But only time will tell, innit? Only time will tell.
I can't imagine it's just because of what's it called, because of people's lives. I'm not gonna lie to you. They don't rate people like that up there.
Because we haven't got anywhere near like a low enough number where it might seem as like a medical person say, okay, cool, now it's time we can start to think. Like places like Germany and all these places, because Germany, they're about to even, I think they might even this month, like late this month, we're going to try and get football back running. Like the Bundesliga back running. Wow. Yeah. Exactly. Maybe not. I doubt they'll have crowds in that there, but I think they'll probably do it behind closed doors where it's just them.
Because like 800 and something people are still dying daily, aren't they? So, to me, that doesn't sound like we're on a downward slope. But obviously, I'm gonna plead ignorance here and just assume that they know stuff that we don't know in terms of how far along we are. But yeah,
well, the thing is,
just.
Go on. 6 weeks.
I was just gonna say, just everybody remain safe, innit? Just remain safe. Yeah, stay inside. There's no rush outside. Just stay with your families and stuff, man. Yeah, that's it. That's our PSA done, and then now we can get to the world boss. So over the weekend,
this guy's been waiting. He's been waiting for this. Don't let these Jamaicans come for you.
I've been sitting. Come for me. I'm here. Over the weekend. Over the weekend. Will you let me speak? Thank you. Over the weekend, that's second time, by the way. I'm keeping count. Over the weekend, if you guys are unaware, there was a NS clash between Vibes Cartel and Wizkid. When was it? On Sunday? On No Signal. Yeah, on Sunday, and I think over 100,000 people tuned in on there. And if you watched, you would have saw the decapitation of. I was trying to think of fancy words there, but I couldn't. I was about to say, it just wasn't. It wasn't pretty to see. But the massacre of the world boss, Vibes Cartel, in the hands of the Nigerian maestro Wizkid. See that?
Come on. Wordsmith.
You see that?
Wordsmith.
How comes the people? How comes no? The man thing. You Nigerians, yeah, I swear down, yeah, you be deep in Ibadan, but you guys will be knowing the most extravagant English ever. I don't understand.
What's that trying to say? What people in Ibadan don't go to school?
And I swear down, basic English, you guys will be. But the longest English words, you guys will be scattering it everywhere anyhow.
We won't be able to say basic shit like health and safety. But
Bro,
you know, we'll be able to
I can say brigadocious in that, fam.
Brigadocious.
Satanistic predators.
Yeah. So yeah, what were you guys' thoughts on the clash?
Panic poison.
I think he just got pammed, didn't it? He
did
he got pammed. He got, you know, like when you get the kids just like in knives, they get you to lie down and just put your shit down, and they get the cane out like that, yeah, and they just going. That's what happened, and they did it in front of the whole class, and the class just happened to be US, Nige, UK, Jamaica. Like that was the class. That's what the crowd was mad. He got his shit handed to him. Obviously, let's not lie. Some of the polls are a bit biased. Some voters are a bit key.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. Wizkid FC were out in full force.
Wizkid FC, they don't lack. Listen, what?
Putting bias aside, yeah. What would you say the score was in your opinion? I think for me it was 7-3 to Wizkid. Putting bias aside, for me it was 7-3 if I'm leaning, 8-2 if I'm being honest, but 7-3 if I'm like
8-2.
Go. Yeah, 8-2.
I think. I want to say 6-4, 7-3, but then maybe one of the songs was a tie. I can't remember which round it was. But like, I'm not allowed to. They were playing some bangers though. Wizkid. Like, not saying vibes and stuff wasn't banging. It was just
they didn't play vibes as bangers that we all know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There was the loads. Summertime. What was the thing?
Dumper truck.
Loads, he didn't.
Dumper truck. He didn't play. Fever. He didn't play. All the, you can see all the Jamaicans. Rumping shop. Pum shop.
No, but you know what it is? They was all talking it up on Twitter that he didn't play this track, he didn't play that track, he didn't play this. But it's not lie though. Like, we ain't played all the Wizards track.
We didn't play all the Wizards track.
We didn't play all the Wizards track. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you pull out Wizards repertoire, it's long. It's long. That clip is long.
The extended mag still.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So,
but I'm. Go on.
They're saying that they didn't play what's his name vibes as like bangers, but like I'm not gonna lie to you, Wizards still got. We could do another 10 for 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. We could
I think that's what I think. I think there needs to be a rematch where a new person selects the music for Vibes Cartel, because you can see clearly it's not even like up for debate. If you're not gonna play my man's like 5 biggest tracks, because I don't know what it is, but let's do it again. Pick those 5 biggest tracks that they're on about. Let's go again. We'll give them a round 2. Because you see, us Nigerians, we like to beat you when you're at your best. We don't like to sneak around the corner and do all of this reggae stuff. Nah, come at your best. We'll come at our best, and we'll beat you at your best, so you can go home and you can cry again.
This guy's talking a lot right now. Listen,
I am. Proud Nigerian man. I'm a proud Nigerian man. Come on.
You want to see why? Tell them.
Ojuelegba boys.
Come on.
I'm screaming.
Hey, listen, I'm not allowed to. We could do another 10 for 10 to the point where all the songs that we had from Vibes and what's his name and Thingy, we could just take all those songs. They're not allowed in the new 10 for 10. And
hold on.
Are you sure?
Don't do that stuff.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Chill. You got because then now.
No.
Chill. You went too far.
Tease me, baby.
Yeah, it was mad.
No, hold on. My man said, I know bad guys.
I know real
bad guys. I'm not gonna lie, Vibes Cartel, I'm not gonna lie to you. He should have went to go and clash OFB or Heady One or something. Because that bar there, that's real. I know bad guys. No, hold on. I know bad guys.
Mad.
I know real bad guys.
So does that mean the bad guys you knew before are not really bad like that? There's level to the badness.
There's level to it.
Level past level, you get me?
But yeah,
you can tell Jamaicans didn't take it on the chin. They did not take it on the chin. And you know what? I don't blame them, because I'm not gonna lie to you. The Nigerians were not letting up. The Nigerians were not letting up.
No, but you know why that is? Do you know why that is? No, but you know why that is? It's because before the clash happened, I'm not even on Twitter, but I kept getting sent all these things. The Jamaicans or the Caribbeans, or I don't even want to, let's not specify, because there's some Jamaicans who are rooting for Wizkid because they just don't listen to Vibes Cartel like that. But the cartel clan or cartel, whatever you want to call yourselves, they were taking, they were taking this way too seriously.
Way,
like they were saying real shit. They were saying, what were they saying? All Africans know what to do is shaku this, shaku that, shaki this, shaki that. All of this nonsense. And what happened? What happened?
Water raid this, your country that, big man.
I didn't even see the water raid stuff, but that's just rude.
Our country is lacking the water aid, yet your world boss got his ass handed on. It could have been on live TV. He would have been at school and read, boy. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but you know, but you know what? To be fair though, what this shows is the power behind, you know, black entertainment and just black music in general. Because 100%. I think that on the YouTube stream there was 90 something thousand people, and they had it on their website and they had it on iTunes as well.
That's
so
crazy.
I mean, that's over like, if we were being honest, that's over like 200,000 people coming in.
I feel like they said like what 576K or something like that.
For real,
in total, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Mad.
That just shows what black people can do when we put our minds to it. And even though it's a clash, but it's still at the end of the day, just for entertainment purposes.
I saw on Twitter they weren't trying to promote it as a clash. It was more like a.
The thing, I don't think it's just an entertainment thing. Because
it's just entertainment.
Because if you deep it, you can't really be comparing to be honest. But it's just for entertainment purposes that people went to go take it mad serious. But then again, it does show like, right, if we actually do support and get behind something, like,
it's mad. It's mad. We're talking people from Nigeria, people from US, people from obviously London, you know, saying people from Jamaica. Everyone was just tuning in to this. I'm not lying to you. I don't know what's the rest of the 10 verse. The ones before was the ones after.
No, neither did I.
I heard vibes were going up against thingy.
They did Chris Brown and Usher.
Heard that was boy. Couldn't get a toss.
I heard Usher handed Chris Brown's bomb to him still. On a spoon.
A spoon.
But then again, it's like you said, it can't be a clash because even with Chris Brown and Usher, as much as they do make kind of R&B together, like they're in the same genre of R&B, it's two totally different audiences. You know, there's something nostalgic about Usher where, you know, where one of his songs comes on, it takes you back to that time. Whereas Chris Brown is a lot more.
Chris Brown got a couple of those though. He got a couple of those. Though.
Yeah, he got a couple, but not Usher's level.
Not like Usher.
Like Confessions. Like Confessions it's a classic. You don't want to touch them things there.
I don't even know why I tried to speak on that topic. I don't listen to either.
But so I just hope they keep the clash going, and next time
Chris Brown got slappers. You can't disrespect Chris Brown.
But not Usher's level though, bro.
Yeah, maybe not. I think he did
Usher's level.
You know who needs to
Man sang Let It Burn. Man was singing in the rain, singing Let It Burn.
True. When you're in the rain, you know, diving into swimming pools with fire, it's a different level. It's different. Say nothing.
Man set fire to a pool and
I jumped inside.
Well, for the music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, the passion is real, man. The passion is real. Flipping. Speaking of people like, you know, putting artists up against artists, I'm sick and tired of this nigga French talking up. I'm tired of it. I could. Bro, you're crap. You are crap. I don't know where you... No. He is crap. He is rubbish. Man's talking about Drake and Jay-Z might have him in a hits competition. Are you crazy? I don't even... What? French? Big man, you need to be quiet, bro. You need to be quiet. If you released all the records in your locker right now, you're not getting over 100K listens, bro. You're crap. Vibes. Lyrics, not there. Lyrics are not there at all. This guy says, close his mouth, man. Drake, I don't listen to Drake, but
Drake wasn't Drake.
Drake against French. You think that's an even fight? That's an even fight?
The thing is, if you're a French fan like me back in the day, I used to be a bit of a French fan. Like his Coke Boys mixtapes were cold, but they're nowhere on the level of Drake. Drake could actually go on his Spotify and just shuffle for his clash. Just shuffle. Just press shuffle, yeah.
Shuffle.
And you probably give man a 9-1. Solid 9-1.
Solid. As in his throwaways are slapping French out of the park. His
The
worst
only
track.
song that, the only song that French has that is unforgettable, and even that
But even
wasn't.
when you think
That's not even
unforgettable,
his track.
when you know with the thing when you deep it, yeah, there's songs he has there. Okay, it's his song, but the
It's not
feature
his song. It's not his
is just
song.
hot. Like yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like they run the
You
whole
need to
thing.
stop. You need to stop talking. And furthermore, these magazines, these pages, need to stop tweeting about his bullshit. I'm tired of seeing it, man. Let's talking. Know your level. Know your level. You know your crap. Yeah, you're not on a 4C yet. You're talking about I can face, man. Be quiet, bro. Stop it, man. I'm tired of seeing it. It's just. Fam, I was gone. I was gonna rant more, but carry on.
I'm gonna
tired,
be
man.
real, yeah. Before, like early quarantine, I'm not gonna lie to you, clashed Tory Lanez. Wiped his
Didn't
bomb.
Tory Lanez destroy him?
No, it wasn't nice at all.
He whacked Tory Lanez.
It wasn't nice. I'm not gonna lie to you, he didn't
He
still.
pammed Tory.
As in Tory Lanez was his face was in his laptop, yeah. And his face, you couldn't see, it's like didn't even deep it. No, because the thing is when you deep it, what mixtape is that? The one with marble floors and
I don't listen to French, so I would not know.
Ain't worry about nothing, all them things. You've got slappers, that's the thing.
He's got slappers.
He's
I'm not
got
allowed
sly ones. So it's
He's
like
got slappers, but like certain artists, cool. You want to talk it up. Don't talk about Jay-Z.
Don't talk about Drake. Don't talk about Jay-Z. Don't talk about Young Thug.
leave them out of it still.
Jay-Z.
Don't talk about Kendrick. Don't talk about Kendrick.
That's how it started, you know. So
You know what? You know what they said. Kendrick can literally just play good kid, Man City, and just let it rock, and he's winning.
Kendrick.
You know
Big
about
man.
Kendrick though, yeah.
I could go on GarageBand.
But
right
this is the
now.
thing. This is the thing though. People are saying the only reason.
I could go on GarageBand right now and create 10 bangers. Yeah, that guy's not seeing me. I'm clear of French. This guy's not seeing me. Do you want to do it now? I've already beat. Listen, GarageBand. I'm clearing him. No way.
I'm going to say white was
10, bro. As in, like, I'm wiping his bum.
So dead. Oh my days. The thing is though, Kendrick, the memes that people were putting on Twitter, yeah, about people who listen to his music. There's this what do you call it? Anyway, yeah, some guy breakdancing and spinning on his back, yeah.
Busting up. Fucking hell, that's so scary.
People that listen to Kendrick look like, fam, I was fasting up. Listen, my guy is fully breakdance, like a cartoon, he's breakdancing, spinning on his back, and oh my gosh, that's one of the funniest things I've seen.
But I feel like Kendrick is kind of similar to if you were to bring it to UK style, kind of similar to J Hus in terms of the people who listen to the music. Nah, hear me out, because I see you looking at me with that mad eyes. It's kind of like he's got people in the streets listening to his music, like Compton niggas listening to his music, and then he's got the the white crowd, the white Republican crowd listening to his music as well. I would attribute that to J Hus here, because you have someone like Stormzy, where everybody likes to say black people don't listen to Stormzy anymore, but majority of people who listen to Stormzy are white guys who have quiffs and wear skinny jeans. But cool. J Hus, you get roadmen listening to J Hus, and you also get that white suburban kid as well listening to J Hus. That's what I mean by that. And I don't think there's anybody else in the UK who has that. In terms of equally.
You know, Hus is just on a different level, to be honest. I see you're working out. I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. I hear you some points. I wouldn't say no one else has that.
No, he has it. He's got it on lock.
That kind of person that has that kind of niche of music where it's a bit. Because me, I can't lie to you. I can't remember the last time I slapped on a Kendrick record. Still, I couldn't.
Yeah, but you're not. You have to remember though. His content is not really as much as I listen to Kendrick's music, but his content is not like the niggas in UK are gonna be fucking to this. No, he's making music from that region. Well, which originated mostly from the region of Compton, where he's from. Although, it's loved in America and all of that stuff, but still, like, niggas and, like, everybody loves, like, he got the Bloods and the Crips to walk together, bro.
That's it. But yeah, even the scene's got that unlocked. Hus has got that, obviously.
Yeah, Hus has got that.
There's a lot of artists out there, and I'm just not. My music taste is very limited. You
listen to drum and bass on that, don't you?
I don't, but if I did, I'd say it much.
On B-roll though, drum and bass. That house, there was one summer where it was slapping off.
Bro, what was it 2014, 2016? Bro,
Mad move.
mad.
Proper.
Certain tracks came out, yeah, bro. You could have caught me with a
Rudimental in their bag.
Oh yeah,
in their
oh
bag.
yeah. Years and years,
who else
if they
was
count
there?
as drum and
Years
bass.
and
Years in their bag.
What was that?
the,
What was that white noise? White noise.
That's
Black
That's
noise.
Disclosure. That's
Disclosure. Oh yeah, Disclosure back.
Disclosure. Yeah, there's so many, man. There's so many.
Them lot. Aye.
It's so mad because I was even listening to that this morning. I woke up. I don't know. It just came up on my recommended, and I was literally just track after track after track after track. It was bad. The bangers, hairless slappers. But yeah, no.
This is a great segue. This is a fantastic segue. You ready for this? Speaking of somebody who has a lot of bangers and a lot of slaps, Adele. You see, I did that. Now you guys need to start giving me credit. You guys need to start giving me the credit.
I said this is a great segue. Let me tell you what the segue is. Let me even explain to you. let me explain to you how this is so cool. We should have just said this is a great segue. And segue.
Speaking of someone who has a lot of slaps and a lot of bangers, Adele.
What do you mean slaps?
She's got a lot of music that slaps. Hello.
I don't know what you're trying to get over there, but
slappers. I was just to Adele this morning. Funny enough.
Yeah, because
you listened to everything this morning. Goodness me, you're getting through.
What was I listening to? Turn the Tables. I tried to do Hello, wavy song.
Yeah.
What's it called? Old Town. Listen, Hometown Glory. Bad boy.
Oh yeah. That's a bad boy rhythm.
But yeah, no, she's wavy still.
Yeah, and Mons, have you seen this? But there's been a picture. Obviously, I think today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Adele. That's why she posted a picture, bro. But yeah, there's a picture where she posted where it's caused a ruckus on the internet, where people have been, saying how great she looks. Some people have been saying how good she doesn't look. Blah 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 blah. All this stuff. Basically, Adele is now very skinny.
Very.
She's very slim.
Okay, on the real, I saw the picture, but I don't understand how that's Adele. I don't get it. Like, I've zoomed into her face so many times. I'm thinking,
I don't even look like her, man.
It cannot be.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but
my boy. Shout out to her, man. I hope she's okay. That's what I'm saying. That's the first thing I thought. I hope she's okay, fam. Because last thing I saw her, she was hooded up in a puffer jacket, Moncler thing, and she was doing. And the thing is, she got so angry, she saw someone take a picture, and then she's pointing up at man with the same gun fingers.
It's mad. She had a whack,
and then now she's come. Yeah, it's letting off.
No, but even then, if you remember from Drake's birthday, there was the whole thing about she's lost a lot of weight. Yeah, she's been working with a trainer, all this stuff. But the part that I really wanted to touch on is I think a lot of people on Twitter have been saying is fat shaming because people are now saying about how great she looks. So does that infer that she didn't look good before? Because as we said last week, here at Nothing New, we are a big endorsement of the bigger women. Fupa United. Fupa United. We love your fatness. Yeah. Put down the weight, eat more cake. Put down the weight and eat more cake. All right?
Yeah, anyway.
My fault, but anyway. Anyway, as you guys are saying, you guys are doing too much.
Why you like this? Yeah, but yeah. So you already know how we feel about big women. We love big women, but a lot of people they're saying that this could be fat shaming because then are they saying that she didn't look good before, and what this then in turn does to women who who are possibly sensitive about their weight. I think just society in general puts too much pressure on women and their weight because as a guy you can get away with being a bit bigger. Come on.
No, you can't.
You can.
You can in society. You can just know what you mean. It. As simple as. Do I not par you? Let's not act like I let you get away with it. All right then. You can, but you can't. But you can.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, the thing is, yeah, she lost weight. It's great, but Adele was getting praised for her looks before this weight thing. I think it's just a big shock that it's a lot of weight. I think that's what the thing is. But it wasn't like Adele. It wasn't like Adele wasn't getting love before. I think it's just a dramatic loss of weight is what spun everyone to even come out and say bad stuff in it. And then the people when she had more weight and people were showing her love, no one was no one's saying nothing then, innit? Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I think losing weight is kind of, hear me out again. This is mad comparison, but the kind of praise you get for losing weight is very similar to kind of having a baby. Do you get what I mean? If somebody's lost a lot of weight, people are not just then gonna comment, "Oh, you look shit, go back to being fat." The same way, if somebody has a baby, they're not gonna go, "Oh, your baby's clapped, throw it back in the womb." It's just what you expect. People are obviously gonna praise her for that.
And the thing
I
is,
don't think it's fat shaming. I think it's just, listen, if you're happy with the way you look, kudos to you, innit? So you look great. If you want to get bigger, get bigger.
I kind of hear what they're saying about the whole, like, why she only getting so much more praise now that she's lost weight. But I also think it's a bit of a reach because one, she was getting love before. Two, it's a dramatic loss of weight. People are shocked. Yeah. So she was definitely getting love before. She's still getting love now. All the people saying it's fat shaming are bringing like one negative aspect of the whole situation into it. And it's just reach. No one said, oh my gosh, like she looked so ugly when she was fat. Some people have said that. Some people said she looks pretty. Some people say she looks dead now with the weight loss. Some people say she looks pretty with it. So either way, like, people are going to say what they're going to say in it. So all the big people saying this and that, blah, blah, blah. I think a lot of them are reaching they're reaching a lot on this one, innit? So, lose your weight, keep your weight, do what you want in it. Just know that people are going to pam you either way, whether you're skinny or you're fat, or, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Whatever you do.
Whatever you do, you're going to pam you anyway.
Whatever you do.
Do your
like Supermo, like me.
Drink your Supermo.
A beautiful drink.
Talk
By the way,
shit.
Supermo, if you want to sponsor us, just come through me, my DMs. Don't worry, I got you.
I said me.
I'll give you good.
I'll come to your house, hooded up, and rob you.
Tapping on my window with a gun.
I'm robbing you in broad daylight, fam. Auntie's opening that door. Don't be silly, man. I might even take some meat out of the pot because he tried to hide it from them.
That's the violation. I'm not gonna lie to you. You might as well
if someone comes to rob your house, if somebody comes to rob your house and puts their hand in your pot to steal meat, that's rude. I'm finding you.
I think they deserve. I think if they did that, it's okay to put hot water on them. I think if they do, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm letting off still. I'm not letting go.
But what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the whole Adele stuff?
To be honest, me for one, I know women don't give a toss what us men think about if they have the weight or if they don't have the weight. They're gonna do what they want to do regardless, and I respect it and I hear it because they shouldn't. That's them. But me personally, when I saw it, I was like, "Rah!" But was it sudden though, or was it like a gradual thing? Where
to me, it's been gradual. To me, it's been gradual. It wasn't sudden. Okay. But it's just because I think she just keeps a very private life. She keeps a very private life where you don't see her. You don't see her.
What's been gradual? The weight loss. Me personally, anyway. Comments.
The weight loss.
The weight loss.
Yeah. People.
That
was doing that thing. You just accept it. I saw one lady going off, this and that. Like, you can't. Are you trying to say that fat people are ugly? This and that. I was thinking, fam, you should have seen the big man close your mouth, delete this. You shouldn't have posted this. No one cares about you. There's bare people just getting onto her. And I thought it was sorry for her because, she probably didn't. I don't think she has confidence in herself. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people who don't have confidence in themselves, they then go on Twitter, which is a very toxic platform, to then try to go find that confidence, and you won't find it there. Work. I'm sorry, you won't find it. People
on Twitter waiting for you to say some dumb shit like that so they can pam you. That's just really what it is. When she went on there, I think she was looking for supporters or like to educate people on what, to be honest. Because anyway. But yeah, they shut her down real quick. And then she was like, I'm going to mute this. She shouldn't have posted it in the first place, my G.
But in a nutshell, women, men, whoever out there, just make sure you're happy with yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but don't give a fuck about what people think about your weight. If you're big and you're happy being big, that's what matters. At the end of the day, it's your happiness that matters.
It's your happiness and it's also your health. If you're big and the doctor's saying you need to relax, then you should relax on it. Because you're laughing, bro. This guy's gonna make me look like I'm crazy, but
no. But I hear you though. No, there's one show my mom always watches.
I was literally about to say that.
600 pounds and over, and sticking on the scale, and the scale saying
not applicable, not working.
No, but I deeped this yesterday. Right? Because I went on a run. I went on a run yesterday, right? Whilst I was on my run, I was like, if only what exercising is going to do is add 3 years to my life, or around that time, bruv, I'd rather just not exercise. If all it's gonna do is add like 2-3 years to my life, bruv, I'm eating steak every day, bruv. I'm eating steak. I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life.
I hear you, but do you know what it is? For 3 years, cool, but like every morning.
I know it adds more. I know it adds more than that.
No, not like that. Not even just that. Just not even on a day-to-day basis, especially if you're overweight. Like this is not even chubby. On a day-to-day basis, when you're like the people, those, for example, that show that Donnie was talking about, where people are like 600 pounds, they're trying to lose weight, so they to a point where they can get surgery done and then lose weight even further. Bruv, when you see those people trying to get out of bed, it's usually their partners or their kids pulling them out of bed. When they go to bath, Donnie's lifting rolls and shit.
Yeah, like, lifting up, like there's like different like
angles and
different.
Okay, back to the point. Back to the point.
But the point is, your day
just
to
make
day.
sure you're healthy. Make sure you're healthy, and make sure you're happy.
That's it. Yeah, healthiness and happiness is first time, man.
Yeah, and just know, healthiness is a spectrum. As long as you're healthy, that's what matters. Don't care about what people think about your weight. You just say what you gotta say, innit?
Yeah, lately, since not the start, I'd say, but like somewhere along, government decided not government, everyone decided that we were gonna do this clapping for the NHS at 8:00 coming up. You know, every Thursday. I see my mum running out the house to do it, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, it's all fun and games, but I understand the thought behind it. But in terms of change, I'm not sure how much of that it brings. But I understand the sentiment. Like, obviously, we're praising the people that are out there, keeping things going smoothly, saving lives, so on and so forth. And obviously, there's videos out there of people walking out their house and like people are clapping for them, and you can see like it
touches them.
It touches them. So I'm saying, but when this whole thing dies down and we're not clapping no more because everything's back to normal. Yeah, which is probably what's going to happen. The complaints that the people working for the NHS have had for the longest of time, what happens to those complaints? You know what I'm saying? Do they get rectified?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Do those changes come, or do we just go back to what we was doing before, which was just
underpaying them and stuff?
Exactly. I've seen the clap is lovely. Like it brings community together to praise the people who are working the hardest for us to get our health back in check and get things back to normal. But I see people, I don't know who's doing it, the government or whatever, but they'll paint the post boxes blue.
Yeah, as a way to
and
say
I
thank
don't
you.
know. I don't work for the NHS in it, so I don't know how they feel for the post box being blue. But if you're still getting underpaid and you're working the longest hours and you're just stressing a ward, I'm not too sure personally. I'm not too sure if I'd be too bothered or be moved or be, thinking, it's all worth it because the post box is blue. I think they're finding everything to do except from paying them more. I just don't understand.
I think, I agree. I agree with you two on that. But just to play, not even devil's advocate, but because I looked at it from,
No, Karen, I feel like I
No. I just had to look at it from two different angles, innit? In terms of from speaking to a few people who I know who work for the NHS and who are working in the emergency rooms and that, because I just wanted to know. I asked them, do you guys like the clap? And they said, yeah, it's good because a lot of them get into the job knowing that the pay is shit already. It's not like a shock where they get there, because when they're studying it at uni, when you're doing your career path, they tell you, this is your average salary, blah blah blah, etc. They know that the pay is shit. They know that the pay is shit, but they're getting into it because they want to save lives. And it's almost like normally when life is back to normal, nobody even looks at, as much as we all love and support NHS and that, nobody ever like acknowledges them for all the hard work that they're doing. And then at this time, it's great that everybody is actually trying to support the NHS and trying to acknowledge them for all they're doing.
100%.
But at the same time, they've then also said it's kind of it's cool doing all this clapping stuff, but there's a point where we actually have to move on from the clapping stuff and actually fix the problems within the NHS. So that because we're lucky that not even our government, we're lucky that technology is so advanced that a lot of people, there haven't been mass people who have been having to go into the hospital, where the NHS hasn't been overworked as they thought it would be at first. But then again, clapping does fuck all, because if you would rather give me £400 extra a month, or would you rather clap for me? I'd rather the £400 a month over the clap.
Yeah, 100.
Made the bread.
Honestly,
Honestly, 100%.
But in saying that though, with this whole pandemic going on and everything, and even with early discussions about the fact that they're easing the stages of lockdown so life can go back to normal, even though the death toll is still not at a decline or enough of a decline. And we've obviously said that this may be due to the economy and blah, 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 and how things are going at the moment. As much as the NHS are doing their part right now, the way the economy is looking after these many weeks of people not being going to work, not making money, blah, 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 I don't think it's realistic that the NHS are going to get any kind of pay rise. I'm not going to lie to you, because not immediately anyway. Not immediately anyway. I don't see us coming out of lockdown and a year on from now, NHS are getting a pay rise, or 6 months from now. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be ages before they even see any changes, even though we're going to come out this whole thing and life is going to kind of go back to normal, and things are going to steadily increase. The hit that this has had on the economy, I don't see the NHS getting the pay rise they're looking for, the pay increase they're looking for.
Bro,
I think it's going to be better incentives where they're like, oh yeah, NHS will get a free this, or NHS will get this free and this % off, and there will be loads of NHS discounts that come about. I think that, yeah, as you said, the direct pay rise, I'm not too sure if that happens.
I just think what this whole coronavirus with all the bad is brought. I think the one good thing it's brought for us is that it's enabled us to see that the government have a lot of money. Well, I don't know what they were allocating those money for before, because I don't know the ins and outs of running a country. But if there's poverty is at all-time high in the UK, homelessness is at all-time high in the UK, knife crime is at all-time high in the UK, because of those few things I've just named in the past. But yeah, it was just almost turning a blind eye to it and thinking, oh yeah, putting loads more police officers, blah blah blah, that's a different matter. But since this whole coronavirus thing started, all of a sudden you've got 400 and something £million to put out there, and then now all of a sudden you're saying 90% of rough sleepers are in accommodation. Where was this 5 years ago? Where was this 3 years ago when the matter was just on the rise? Why is it that it's taking coronavirus to then be able to actually help people's lives in the way that you guys should be doing? Which I think is the same thing that needs to be applied to the NHS, because clearly the government has a pot of money which is not being accessible, which is what Jeremy Corbyn was saying back during his during the recent election campaign, where he was saying that students don't need to be paying for university because the government is the government has enough money to be able to pay for all of these things. And I don't know with you guys, but Esmond, you pay taxes, or you pay taxes as well when you work. But it's kind of like we pay all these taxes, so surely if we're all doing this and part of that money is supposed to be going to the NHS, our economy is in a good enough state where you not giving the NHS money doesn't make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? You're not allocating enough money to them to be able to run it, rather than running it into the ground, doesn't make sense anymore. And I think what's important after this is that, yeah, it's all good having this camaraderie at the moment where we're all clapping every Thursday, but then after, we just need to be able to remind ourselves to be able to hold the government accountable, because it's all good and well now, because 5 years from now, if this whole coronavirus shit is gone, everybody's going to forget about the stress the NHS was under.
100.
But after this, we need to be able to hold them accountable and say, no, as a country, we want you to fix the NHS, and we want you to pay them more money because they deserve it. Not just because of coronavirus, but because they just deserve it, because of the job they're doing is just fantastic. I wouldn't do it.
They've been deserving it. So.
And those claps, if I was working for the NHS, I'm not gonna lie to you, those claps would be air, bro. The claps ain't gonna feed my family. Clap all you want. I'm not gonna put food in my fridge or money in my pocket or food.
Or just the rest that I'm putting my life in every day going to work.
Your clap won't work. If I catch the virus now, I'm walking down the street, you lot are clapping. I'm not gonna be magically healed. You lot need to allow this, man. Obviously, I rate it and everything, but there's levels in it. There's only so much the clap can do in terms of morale and so on. But other than that,
I think it's just it's all nice. It's all nice where you have to picture it like somebody who's just done a 12-hour shift in a infection ward, for example.
They've just been
Come
running
home
up and down.
come home after a long day. I don't know. They're about to put a cup of tea. They're about to put the kettle on. I don't know, and they hear people clapping for them outside. I don't know. That might give them some extra motivation. But to me, that ain't gonna do shit for me. Pay me fucking more money. That's what's gonna give me extra motivation. You're paying me £500. Don't worry, I'll be there tomorrow morning. You need that early shift? I am there tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Pay me extra grand. Don't worry, sir. I'll be there tomorrow. But yeah,
I'll even be Ali.
Niggas would be healed so quickly. What, 5 bills? Listen, Corona, you lot didn't even know we had this serum. Niggas, Corona is finished. What? Hey, you man, come. They're paying my money, fam. Listen, let's get this Corona thing wrapped up, man. Listen, niggas will be getting healed like there's no tomorrow. Everyone will be out of the hospital. Corbyn will be walking around like, hold on, what? No patience. I don't think we need this many staff. Someone needs to let this guy go. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah.
Can't go for a run.
Bro.
And they cancel wireless,
It's about time. It's about time.
Yeah, of course. I'm very happy they cancelled wireless.
It's about time.
Wait,
listen,
Uncle Afro Nation is still holding their money ransom.
That guy is unruly. We're gonna get to that. That guy's unruly. But I'm glad they cancelled it. I'm not gonna lie to you. People don't have no heads. If they let
people are definitely still
people are going. If they let wireless happen during this, people are going. You're going to see the masses come out. It might not be the same numbers it used to be when things are normal.
People will go. 100%.
People are touching wireless, and then we're going to have this mad, crazy spike, possibly anyway. Next thing you know, lockdown. We're here till next year. It's 2021. And your kid ain't seen outside because certain man wanted to go do. But bruv, people are going. I'm glad they cancelled it. Carnival, I don't know for that one either, bro.
No, it's true. No, I think like everything. They can't open the clubs and that. They can't open because
I think everything this year just needs to be cancelled. Everything this year, cancel it. Cancel it.
But I feel like because everything. What? Hold on. If I'm bugging, what Olympics was meant to be? When was Olympics meant to be?
Olympics got
this year. It's been postponed to next year.
Olympics, Euros, everything's going to move to next year. So that means summer, hopefully, if it goes ahead and everything's normal, we'll concentrate. Just make it like 2016.
Summer's going to be
make it like 2016, fam.
Bro.
Everybody stack their bread.
Because all of you people that are still trying to get out this year. I know, because your birthday is in October, your birthday is in September. Cool. That's all good and well, but it's either you want this to be your last year on Earth, or you want to enjoy the next 50, 60 years. No, it's serious, bro, because people are dying. People are dying, bro. Some people are not understanding that. People are dying, bro. Like, cool. You're spending your birthday inside is not that deep. You still have life. And you still have food. You still have Sainsbury's open, bruv. There are kids in Africa, kids in Asia, kids in this country, bruv. You don't even have that. So everybody fucking complaining. Shut the fuck up. I'm actually sick and tired of it now, man.
Come on.
Uncle.
Pissing me off, man. No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I find myself complaining sometimes as well. But then I remember people back in Nigeria, man, who will buy a handle to have what I have. And it's just about perspective and being appreciative of what you have. Yeah, you don't have a mansion like Justin Bieber, but then you have a 2-bedroom council flat that somebody in East Africa somewhere would kill for. So just be appreciative. You have life, innit?
You gotta pattern up and stay at home.
You have life.
You have a possibility of tomorrow, or you go outside and risk losing that possibility right now.
It's just and a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, there's only a 2% chance you're gonna die, or like a 1. Brother, I'd rather it was a 0% chance. I'm sorry, I'd rather it was a 0% chance, because if someone told me come play this lotto and there's a 2% chance you're gonna win, I'm playing it, so I'm not going to do the same thing with my life. I'm staying at home.
That's like if someone gave you a cup of water, they blindfolded you and said there's a 2% chance there's a piece of shit in this water. Are you still? No, it's only a 2% chance. You're not drinking that cup of water. There's no way you're drinking. You're blindfolded. Someone gives you a cup of water and says this is a 2% chance. There's a tiny particle of shit in this. You're not drinking it. So let's stop playing games. Everybody, stay at home. If that wasn't a good enough analogy, I don't know what is. You know what I mean?
Big man thing. I saw that you made it so clear.
That's a good enough analogy.
Stay at home, innit? Stay at home. I was on Twitter. I was scrolling. I seen this little scenario in it. Yeah, it wasn't a scenario. It was more like she just gave her opinion in it, and then I just thought, let me see what you lot are saying in it. So you're at a function, daytime party, club, motive, whatever you want to call it. Your baby's looking parched. throat is dry. Last time she drank water was last night. It's looking kind of peaky. You wanna get her something to, I'm guessing. You wanna get her something to drink in it, yeah? But her brethren's there. Are you when you offer to buy a drink for your girl, does that include the +1 of her brethren? Or
me personally, I'll buy me personally, I'm not gonna lie, when I go out, I just fall into a trap of just doing guy fam.
Nice
so
guy.
I'm not gonna lie, if it's friend, I'm not gonna lie to you, she has to. I wouldn't be able to buy my babe a drink and then not buy her friend a drink. That don't make no sense. Are we beefing or something? No,
I hate you. I don't know about all that though. I hate you though.
Ain't no problem. Wait, are you
No, obviously, or is not buying her a drink. Or is never buying his girl a drink. Or is never buying, or is telling the girl, pass me your credit card. You ain't buying the drink. You ain't buying the drink. You ain't buying the drink. The guy just told you he's broke. you think he's buying the drink?
Lying. No, he's lying. He's lying.
You know the thing is, yeah. Let's put it this way. Listen, man's broken it, so I wouldn't even be caught that outside
liar.
when I'm broke anyway. Because
then you gave the scenario, so you can't say you're there already.
No, but I'm saying, okay, cool, obviously that's a scenario, but just a little side note, like if I was broke, I wouldn't be outside of a babe because then she'd possibly have to pay for me and that's not going to happen. But
I love that. Please pay for me.
Back to the scenario.
Pay for me. Please pay for me. Anything. Shoes, pay for me. Dinner, pay for me. Drinks, pay for me. Just spoil me. Please, sorry.
I hear that too. But back to the scenario, yeah. So, you wanna get your babes a drink. Like, how do you even go around asking? Well, obviously, you're not gonna. Well, mom's over here.
It's easy, bro. You just say, "Do you want a drink as well?" And before she answers, just say, "Oh, you're fine. Okay, cool. Say no more."
My brother, come on.
I'm just joking.
You're not joking.
It depends. No. It depends where we are. It depends. To be honest with you, it depends where we are, and it depends how much the drinks cost. And it depends if I like the friend. If it's one of them friends who, when you do your babes dirty, she's always telling her, you're not going to do better than him. Go take him back, all this stuff. If she's the friend that's saying, he's a bitch-ass nigga, leave that bitch. He don't deserve you anyway. He got a crooked dick anyways. Then you can fucking... Wow. Yeah. I'm not buying her a drink. But if I like the brethren, then yeah, come on.
That makes sense. Yeah, no. I hear you. If I like the brethren, I feel bad for not doing it, but I still won't do it. But... I still won't do it. I feel bad though. Not to say that I'm playing. If I like the brethren, then it's fine, innit? But I feel like the way it was posed, it was like, yeah, you have to buy my brethren a drink, and I'm like, bro, if I don't buy it,
you don't have to do shit in this world.
Yeah, I don't have to do
all you have to do is stay black and die. That's it. You don't have to do shit. So. If your brethren is that thirsty, she can go get herself a drink. But no.
Let's put down a t-shirt, man. Just stay black and die. I love that, man.
Stay black and die, man. You ain't gotta do nothing else, bro. You ain't gotta do nothing else. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe nobody nothing.
The way it was posed, it was like, yeah, if you don't buy her a drink, you're a bum. No, if I don't buy her a drink, you know what that means? She remains thirsty until she goes to the bar herself or someone gets her a drink. I'm not doing it. You get me? So my question.
Me personally, I wouldn't even do it still.
I would.
It's not that hard. You would, because you're flipping on Mario on Xbox.
I'll tap on the side. Listen, let's not make a bait. Are you thirsty?
On the second time, dude, will be crooks.
As he's talking, I'm like, relax, man. Stop talking so loud. Your brother's.
No, I hear you though. No, I just think I hear you though. Because if the friend is like, "Oh, you're not gonna buy me," do you pay this bill? No. Do you pay this bill? Do you pay this bill? Put it back now.
But obviously, no girl's gonna say that, innit? Well, no girl with shame and decorum is gonna say, "Oh, you're not gonna buy me a drink." But like,
what? Wait, what? No girl's gonna say that.
No, if you buy her friend a drink and her friend is your girl,
they're saying that, bro. They're saying that.
Levels.
They're saying that. Of course, yes, they're saying that, bro. They're definitely saying that.
You're not saying that. You're not saying that.
He doesn't think a girl, if you're buying a friend a drink, the friend is not gonna say, "Well, you're not gonna buy me a drink as well."
No, not just a random babe. I'm talking about this is your mate.
Yeah, they're saying that. They're saying that, bro.
And her friends are gonna come and open her stupid mouth to ask me if I'm buying her a drink.
Bro, they say that in the club.
Yeah, but that's the That's the
I'm
random
saying not
niggas.
I'm saying things you don't even know. Like you be chatting to her friend. You say, "Oh yeah, do you want a drink?" Because you're about to go get a drink and you're at the bar and you feel bad. And the friend be like, "Well, you're not gonna get me one as well."
Because you look like a
What the
dragon.
fuck are you? I was just about to say, you dragon-looking bitch.
Well, that's another episode.
If I cared about your health or your thirst, I would have asked you, but I don't care.
To get you a drink. I don't give a toss. I'm talking to your friend. Your friend's wavy. Your friend's wavy though. I want to buy your friend a drink. You're talking up. I'm not gonna lie to you. We just can't work.
I'll just tell her, drink water. It's free. Ask for tap water.
I'll do that though. I think that's cheeky, but I'll do that. As in, like,
yeah.
I'll buy a drink for my girl, and I'll buy a brethren a drink, and I'll just put a little bit of that drink. Sorry, no, I'll buy my girl a drink, get some water, put some vodka into the water. They'll be alright.
Vodka into the water.
Yeah, man.
I've got an interesting question. I've actually got an interesting question. So, boom. Would you care if you were the second date guy? What I mean is this: she goes out, she goes on a date. A girl you're trying to, she goes on a date with my man, feeds her, gets a little, I don't know. They have a date, so just goes on the date. She gets fed. Boom. Rather than her going home now, she's called you and she's like, "Yo, I'm coming to your house now. Would you care?"
To do what?
Play Ludo.
Nah.
Yeah.
Can't eat that part.
Blackjack.
Yeah, she wants to come play Warzone.
Oh, come, let's run it then. Say no more.
No, you asked the wrong person. If it Warzone, I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway, that guy's out.
I'm playing Warzone. Listen, I got an extra screen. Obviously don't come here without your PS4 because I got a spare PS4 in it. But well, if you bring the rest of the itinerary, then
I'm tired of this guy.
I can't take you seriously, man. I'm done. I'm done for today. I'm
done
with you, man.
I'm tired.
You don't want to play Warzone?
Yeah, but why do you have to bring a whole different PS4 just to play Warzone? Why can't you play with you?
Why can't you just connect to your PS4?
So we can do split screen. You can be sitting next to me, annoying me. You need to move, man.
So you're making my screen small.
It's a move, man. I need to see the whole screen. Like, why?
You're making my screen small.
Yeah, we're doing split screen, and you're reducing my view.
Then one way,
I don't mind.
Give it a controller, and you don't plug it in. You just leave it out a little bit, but it looks like it's in, but it's not out. And she's just thinking, "Why is my player not moving?" And I'm like, sorry. I'm not
gonna lie to you. If man's doing that to you in 2020, you're an idiot. Just so you know.
No, for real though, because everything's even wild.
If man's doing what?
If man's not connecting you to the PS4, and you're complaining, why not?
That's not the question, dog. That is not the. She's not coming. You're pissing me off. She's not coming to your yard to play Warzone.
Alright, cool. Yeah, no.
Man actually took it literal and he's talking about Warzone.
You asked the wrong person. I told you. You're going down a lonely path there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Be real.
Do you know what it is? Yeah. It depends what the levels are saying, innit? If it's just a link, then I don't care. But it has to be.
Yeah, but she's told you she's just been on a date. She's gone on a date. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's not my problem. I don't. It's not my problem.
No.
Why would you care?
Would you care if you were the other guy who went on the date?
I don't think. Just for my mental health, I don't think I would even want to know. I don't think I want to know. Just for my mental health, I don't think I would know. Because I don't lie to you. I'll collapse the whole thing, man. I will, what? Listen, I don't.
You know what? Normally I don't use the term mental health there, but it's so real.
It's so real.
It's so perfect.
You actually let her download the kilojoules and the calories
to
perform
for another you. Nah. Bro, that's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, it don't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
There's not a one thing you can say that make that.
It's like giving your wife, not even your wife. It's like giving someone money to buy the ingredients for food, and then when they finish making the food, they then go take it to
another man.
Somebody else. Another man to eat
on my life, yeah, I'll commit murder that day, fam. Are you crazy? my food that I pay money for you to cook. You're feeding another man. You're even sitting on his lap and putting it in his mouth. Listen, you're crazy. No way. No, but levels though, like deep the scenes. You're on a date. You lot are doing your thing. Yeah, was talking on her phone. She's on her phone. She's texting man. Oh yeah, listen, I'm gonna come and see you after this and that. Yeah, right. She doesn't tell you, but you catch a glimpse of it. Right. This is after the date's done. You lot are, like you're out of the restaurant or you're out of wherever. You're going home now. You want to get an Uber, get her Uber to go home or whatever. And you just see in the corner, your eye, oh yeah, I just finished my date. This guy's a loser, but I'm on my way to see you. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's not until she pays you. Until she pays me that fucking money back, she's not getting nowhere. I will
Don't go anywhere.
I will fleece. Are you crazy? What? Killer just
No, what are you gonna do? What? You're gonna like an arm robber? You're gonna keep her there?
I'm taking her car. Whatever. If I take her shoes, I'm anything.
Gonna confiscate her drip.
Bro, I'm taking her bus pass as well, fam. Bus anchor. But yeah, like I'm taking everything. What? It's mad.
Bro.
I don't think you lot are deep in it. That's how you lot are looking at me.
No. The thing is, what can you do though? No, what can you actually do? I'm not an arm robber. I don't know about you, but I'm not an arm robber. So what can I do?
If you try to, I don't have any qualms of robbing a babes that tries to play me. I've taken her on a date. You know what the thing is, yeah? It's not an issue if she's just a link and we're not really tight like that, because if she goes to see next man, I can't really complain. But like, if it's going somewhere or it's something or it's this and that.
Yeah, but it's just the first date though.
Then I can't really complain to her. I don't know.
Because exactly. So if it's first date, so you wouldn't.
There's nothing I can say really. Obviously I know her enough to want to see her like that, but anything past that, I don't have no control over what she does in it. But it's still gonna be disheartening though. Let's not lie. First date, second date, any date.
That's crushing my soul. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie to you. To know that a baby's gonna link you. Yeah, she's gonna be drawing what was it? Drawing sixes on my man. You're losing your man, man. You're losing. There's no way you can do it, man. And you're going to hack a sands or something, and you go to the cinema.
But okay, flip it now. Would you care if you were the second one on a girl's like back-to-back night? Do you know what I mean? Like she's with my man one night, and then the next night she's gone home, had the quick shower, and then now she's with you. Would you care?
I cancelled a date because of that one time. I seen her post something, and I just knew there was no way he was there. Like it's just impossible. And I was supposed to see her the next day. I said, yeah. So
it just doesn't add up.
It just doesn't add up. On Jai the night before, you want to come on Jai with me today? Lost your mind. Like I literally, she put up she put up the snap here, and I just obviously at the time I didn't think anything of it. I think I was busy. I was just doing something. I was just going through snap, and obviously I came back. I've pre'd it. What is this? And bear in mind, like earlier that day, we spoke and like, yeah, we're gonna link up tomorrow, this and that. And I seen her at where she's at. I said, yeah,
it's impossible.
Impossible. We can't do this. I'm not doing this. So I just when like literally the morning of midday, kind of, I just said, yeah, listen, something came up. In fact, I didn't hit her up the whole day, not the whole day, till like afternoon.
That's like your MO, innit? Like you make plans with people and just.
Yeah, no, but obviously she ruined this one, innit? I
hit her up and
midday. We're gonna just skip past that. That's a draw out. No more.
Hey, month. Not once.
Not twice.
But twice. That, he did
no,
it twice.
Not even twice. Not even twice. Not one. Not two.
But
thousands.
Thousands of times.
Yeah. I just cancelled it. I said, yeah, I'm not a muck. I'm not a muck. So I just cancelled it. I ain't seen her since, to be fair. But
my gosh, man.
No waste my time. Yeah, man, that's been us for today. Nothing New podcast. Follow us on the socials, so on and so forth. We hope you've enjoyed. If you've got anything that you want to discuss, any thoughts, hit us up in the DMs. Don't hit us up. We'll post stuff. Comment under the post. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know what you thought about some of the things we said. If it's out of line, if we're not using our heads, if we haven't seen it from a different perspective, let us know. Yeah, man. That's it. Really.
Boom, bow.
Stay safe. Enjoy your.
Stay inside. Don't break into rules for chicks, please.
Don't do it.